You're watching Drake Wing Gaming. Enjoy the video. Hey guys and gals, now we're here from Drake Wing Gaming, a 70 man Twitter the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Mice Tea. So y'all, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm Chan, you are up, and let's go. Alrighty, right off the bat, we're gonna have to do a little editing. Okay. It's a few hours before Gavin hears the music stop. I'm already toweled off by the time he checks on me. My bath is probably twice the length of my last one, and Gavin brings me back to the counter once I'm done. Had a nice bath? Wonderful, thanks! I'm definitely gonna keep doing it as long as I can. Good choice on the flavor, by the way. Oh yeah, I thought the lavender would be nice and relaxing. Totally. Maybe I'll get the chance to taste it later tonight. Well, why wait that long? I've already steeped a nice cup for you. Gavin once again regrets giving me ideas. What do you mean? You know what I mean. Drink the tea. Oh, I just thought there might be some still in your skin tonight. I don't care what you thought. I'm telling you what I'm commanding. I search his countenance for the subtle acquiescence I'm hoping for. I find the excitement underneath his apprehension. You don't want it to go cold, do you? I'd be very disappointed if it did. Right. He eases into the back room and returns with the cup soon enough so that he can't be accused of stalling. So it does smell nice. But how does it taste? I'll just have to try it. As he lifts the cup to his mouth, the doorbell rings. He almost ruins the whole scenario by dropping the cup in fright. Excuse me, I need an infuser. One of the ones with the little hinge that lets you scoop right from the tin? Oh, sure, we have them right here. He gracefully fumbles for a box on the shelf behind him and places it on the counter. Will that be all? Yes, thank you. From my cubby, I hear the customer take a deep inhale. Ooh, that smells nice. What kind of tea is that? Oh, this tea, it's just some chamomile with lavender. How does it taste? Oh, well, I haven't actually tasted it yet. I was just about to try it. Oh, don't let me keep you then. Yes, Gavin, take a sip, Can't tell if he actually hears me or not, but I do hear him lift the cup off the counter. Then a pause, and a deep gulp after that. I can't see his face and the nervous excitement it contains from my vantage point, but I see something even more revealing. The front of his pants bulges out as he drinks. With each gulp, his cock surges forward. The slow beating drum of his heartbeat setting the pace for his growth. Not even your intimate time together last evening did I get an idea of how big his dick was. The evidence is encouraging. Pwah! He wipes his lips. Really good then? Oh yeah, it was a really full-figured taste. It's very sweet and smooth, though it has an assertiveness that I like. I don't think I can get away with a little full laugh, so I have to stifle a chuckle. Gavin, you dork. Maybe I'll grab some too then. Oh, let me get that. He shuffles to the side to retrieve a box, making sure to keep his crotch flush with the counter. There you are, that'll be $39.88. The customer pays with her card and takes a bag Gavin hands her. Thanks for the recommendation. I hear the door close behind her. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you drank it right in front of her. I don't know, she just stood there expecting me to drink it, and then you were gonna give me a hard time if I didn't drink it hot, and I... That was the best. I don't know how that could have been more perfect. So were you telling the truth about what it tasted like? Oh, yeah, actually, it tasted, really good. Well, I could certainly tell you enjoyed yourself. I nod the front of his still tinted chinos. Oh, sorry about that. Don't worry, I enjoyed it immensely. It gave me plenty to think about for later. I'm just glad there wasn't too much fun for you. Too much fur for you. Hardly any. Then maybe I'll just have to give you a treat after every bath. Sure. So, I'm making some progress with the translation, so I should probably get back to that. Of course. I shouldn't be keeping you any longer. Good luck. I returned to my seat and resigned myself to another few hours of binging TV shows on my phone. There's enough time to seek out and watch a little of the show Gavin mentioned in our conversation about his posters. I only watched the first episode, which is filled with earnest teens in space clenching their fists and swearing they'll fulfill their promises. Man, I am not used to these genre conventions. The hours slip away with even more speed than yesterday. A few times I find myself idly stroking my whiskers as I watch. I don't even recoil when my hand brushes against my ears. I've gotten so used to my new features that I no longer automatically shudder when I touch them. 1 second, y'all. It is water time. Alright. There's still a certain amount of annoyance I have at having to put up with them. My whiskers still tickle my nose, or snout more accurately, but it's a typical annoyance instead of an earth-shattering offense. Somewhere in my mind, I feel like I should be just as offended as I was when I became a mouse, but maintaining that level of indignance is exhausting. I have to live with it for now, despite how much I want things to get back to normal. Whining about my predicament won't change things any faster. I'm less talkative with Gavin than yesterday, though I still check up on him between episodes. I'm more cognizant of his efforts today and appreciate how diligently he's working on the label. It's almost closing time before the door chime announces the arrival of another customer. The footsteps sound like any other, but she's quick to reveal her identity. G-Man! I bet you thought you could get away without selling me some discount tea, huh? Wait, she's back already? I told you that I'd let you buy stuff yesterday. Yeah, but I bet you thought you were out of the woods when I left. Too bad for you, but I scrounged up enough cash. Okay, sure. What do you need? Give me some of that lychee bubble tea mix, the real shit from Taiwan. Finally, no one ever buys that stuff. Good, I'll just buy up the rest when I start getting cash from this job. I could probably start getting wholesale prices once you put me in the charge of inventory. In the meantime, they're bottom shelf on that stand over there. I hear Julie sneak over to the shelf, her shoes squeaking the whole time in her typical pigeon-toed shuffle. She returns and slaps the bag down on the counter hard enough to shake my shelf. Half off, right? For sure. For you, sure. Julie remains quiet for the first time since entering the store while Gavin rings her up. So you really can't get me on for another week? Yeah, and I mean, maybe 1 or 2 days earlier if a few things turn out better than I expect. Sorry, it's just there's a lot of really specific circumstances right now. They're real pain for me too, so I want them dealt with soon. Don't worry. Oh, yeah? What kind of circumstances? Anything I can help with? Keep in mind, I can solve a lot more problems than you'd probably expect. Aw, poor Julie. She just wants to help. No, they're pretty specific. You sure? I mean, it'd help with a few circumstances of my own. Yeah, I mean, I do want to pay you once you're on. The sooner the better. There's no way it's taking this long to complete her transaction. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I don't actually have a place to stay right now. Oh my gosh, Julie's homeless? Why didn't she tell me? Really? I mean, I do have a car I'm sleeping in, so I'm not, like, literally on the street, but... I suppose tomorrow, if I made sure to, and I checked with, Gavin struggles to come up with a plan that would thread the half a dozen needles he's juggling. I will, need to consult with someone about a, potential solution that incorporates... Oh, the heck with this. I march over to the wall of the shelf and wrap my fist against the wood. Gavin freezes. What was that? Oh, that's, one of the roasting, machines. Gavin, let me up. Wait, did someone say something? I think I might have a radio on in the back, maybe. Is this a prank? Because this is a really shitty time for a prank. Gavin, let me up right now. That's an order. He groans and tilts forward in defeat. Fine, I'll do it. Another sigh. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what's been keeping me from hiring you, but to do that, I need to show you something. Just don't freak out, okay? I guess a harassment suit is one way to make the money I need. Damn it, it's not! He recomposes himself. Just let me show you, alright? Okay, but anything funny and I bolt. Fine. He leans down and holds out a palm for me to jump into. I think it'll be a typical ride up to the counter, but he inverts an empty cylinder of tea on top of me, casting me into pitch blackness. Hey, what's going on? The echoes inside tell me my voice isn't going anywhere. I lean against the side as he raises me up to the counter. He slides his hand out from underneath and leaves me standing on its surface. I can hear his voice muffled through the container. It's just under here. Are you ready? Increasingly less so. Here goes. He lifts the cylinder and the towering face of Julie stares back at me. She doesn't move one bit. Hi, Julie. Sorry, I haven't texted you back. Gavin lowers the cylinder back down over me, which once again muffles all light and sound. I'm soon grateful he did. What the fuck? So, if you'd like to continue the conversation, I'd appreciate it if you locked the door and flipped the sign to closed. The sounds are dulled enough that I can't hear Julie's reaction. It takes forever for Gavin to lift the container, and my stomach turns in knots, wondering if she's already fled out the door. When the light returns, I see a rigid Julie gawking at me. Yeah, sorry for the shock there. Not many easy ways to tell your friend you've been turned into a mouse. I was like, water time. Yeah, I didn't react the best either. It's impossible to tell if Julie's more panicked or confused. Margaret? Is that you? Yeah, though there's less of me than I'd like. What the hell happened? It's actually less complicated than it could be, honestly. I drank some magic tea that turned me into this. How the hell is it that not complicated? Who gave you the tea? Why are you living in Gavin's shop? What the fuck are you wearing? Oh, I guess those all sort of have the same answer. I found the tea here before we met up the other day. Gavin had never seen it before and gave it to me for free. I got home drunk, brewed way too much, and drank it. I don't know what it's supposed to do, but this is what happens when you drink several, quarts. Quarts? Damn, I know you like tea, but Jesus. once I got down to this size, I called Gavin and he came and picked me up. I've been staying at his place since then. Oh, so that's why you weren't home the day after. Yeah? Did you go to my apartment? Oh, yeah, I thought it'd surprise you with a visit, but you weren't there when I knocked. Yeah, even if I was there, I wouldn't have been much for hosting. But the next day, he got me this dress at a doll store, and I've been wearing it since. Wait a second, you seriously bought a doll dress for your friend to wear? What else is gonna fit? I don't know, literally anything else at the doll store that doesn't make her look like a haunted Victorian porcelain figurine? Yeah, I was giving him a hard time about that, too. Yeah, do you dress up all your girlfriends in gothic Lolita pinafores, or what? It was the only thing. There weren't a lot of, Look, the store has a very specific aesthetic. Sure it does. It was only supposed to be for a few days anyway. I offered to let her join me if we went back to the store, but we wanted to fix this before she needed a second outfit. Wait, you have some way to fix this? We're trying to figure that out. Gavin's been translating the box the tea came in. I don't speak the language, but I think I got the most general idea of the label. It'd be nice to have an exact translation to make sure it's 100% accurate. What language is it? Oh, it's Japanese. Kinda old-timey Japanese too, maybe. Can I see it? Oh, I guess so. He pulls the box out and hands it to her along with a paper where he'd scratched out his translation. Julie looks back and forth between the two. Oh shit, it just says instructions at the top. She mutters a bit as she surveys the two. Boil with a... oh, huh. They're actually using GE to measure water. Wait, you can read it? I could read the equivalent Chinese words that make up a lot of the label. Is that how Japanese works? Yeah, they sort of use the same writing system. I thought this was something people knew. Well, I didn't know, but Gavin watches anime and didn't know. Yeah, I did. I just didn't see how that was relevant. So wait, is my translation correct? Julie consults with the box again. It looks close at least. I'd probably need an hour or something to make sure, but I could confirm what you did. It'd only take an hour. I spent 2 whole days on that. Yeah, you probably should have just asked me to do it that night. Gavin is beside himself. But, His hands fall to his side in dejection. Ugh, fine. Aw, don't worry, Gavin. You were doing a really good job. It doesn't do much to console him. I mean, I guess I'll see if he did or not. Aw, come on, Julie. He's been so helpful since I transformed. I don't know, it seems like he just threw you in an American Girl's frock and shoved you in a drawer. One second, y'all. Water time. No, really, he's been doing tons for me. Gavin stands up a little straighter. He's been cooking for me and getting a bunch of tiny doll furniture. Earlier today, he set up a tea bath and brushed me. Julie is immediately suspicious again. Wait, he brushed you? Yeah, I kind of have certain instincts when I'm like this. I need my fur groomed every now and then. So he's literally grooming you. Hey, I already said I didn't like the term either. Don't worry, he's not taking advantage of me. We have a whole setup. He has to do literally everything I tell him to do. Watch this. Gavin, go pick up a W-4 form for Julie to fill out, and then make some Baiho Yinsen for the both of us. On the house. At your command. He leaves to the back room without another word. I have successfully shocked Julie into acceptance. See? He's a good boy. You can really ask him to do anything? Yep, we decided on that early since, you know, it's too big a power dynamic otherwise. Julie gets a mischievous look in her eyes. Anything, huh? Julie, quit it. I'm the one who has to ask him, and I'm not going to ask him to do any weird stuff for you. Uzumi. Okay, fine. You two would probably chicken out anyway. Gavin returns the form and some white hair. Silver needle tea already steeping in 2 cups. Oh, dang, you weren't kidding. This is the good stuff, too. I told you. Gavin hands me my doll teacup, and we wait for the tea to steep. Julie brings her cup to her nose and inhales. Mmm. After luxuriating in the scent for a moment, she looks up at the both of us. Wait a second. Are you two fucking? Ah! Gavin almost topples the bins of bulk tea behind him. What? Oh my god, you two are hooking up, I knew it! Yeah, sorry, Gavin. She could always tell when I was dating someone. I wasn't totally sure when we were at the bar, but I can tell for sure tonight. Well, we weren't dating at that point, so don't beat yourself up about your skills declining too much. Wait, you two started having sex after you turned into a mouse? She didn't, we... He might have run away in fright if he didn't know I'd call him back. Yeah, that's kind of my fault. One of the animal instincts I have is being horny all the time, so I had Gavin to alleviate all that. He didn't even complain about all the fur. So that's the kind of weird shit Gavin's into? She asked me! Come on, Julie, be nice. We admitted that we were already attracted to each other and we're gonna keep this up once we figure this out. In the meantime, I've got some specific needs Gavin's been kind enough to take care of. Sure he has. The tea's steeped long enough for Julie to take a sip. I dip my own cup in and have some for myself. At least he makes a good cup of tea. He basically taught me everything I know. I don't know if I'd say that. Come on, Gavin, take the compliment. I have a feeling he thinks I might ask him as his mistress if he keeps it up. Okay, fine, but you were just really receptive. I take a satisfied sip of the tea. Julie takes a sip for herself. After swallowing, she looks back down at me and jolts herself into a renewed awareness. Fuck, I just remembered you turned into a mouse. Surprising what you can get used to, huh? Though, hopefully I don't have to get used to it much longer once you translate that box. Oh yeah, right, I'll try to get that done tonight. Take your time, we want to make sure you get it right. You can stay at my place too, since you don't have a place to sleep right now. Gavin can give you the key. Oh, yeah, that would be easier. That would be the easier way to get inside, huh? What else would you be doing? Oh, nothing, never mind. I should get out of the way of you two lovebirds anyway. Thanks for letting me crash at your place, Margaret. Sure beats the van. You want me to unlock the shop door again for you? Nah, it's close enough to closing time by now. We'll just head back now. She stuffs the job form, tea box, and Gavin's attempts at a translation in her bag along with the lychee tea powder. Later, dorks! She traipses back to the door and unlocks it before leaving. Gavin locks it behind her and returns to the counter. Well, that turned out better than we could have hoped for. Yeah, though there was a lot more conversation than was strictly necessary. Oh, come on, Julie was gonna hear all that stuff eventually. You don't kiss and tell with your guy friends, right? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Leave a super thanks or a tip if you can. It always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!